Well, that was friendly? Lords of the Deep. The 1989 undersea adventure filled with a vivid story about preserving the Earth. Wait, what? The plot! In the year 2020, mankind has found a way to colonize at the bottom of the ocean. Soon, however, a life form begins to seemingly attack the crew of an underwater facility. Is it friend or foe? Although not sure, the movie will reveal all, kind of. This was an interesting take on the underwater horror genre. However, it really can't be classified as horror. There are tons of sci-fi elements, but not much at all in terms of the scare factor. At first, it appears there may be, but then it turns out that is not the case. With a feel-good nature, some decent characters, hammy acting, cool effects, and miniatures, as well as some enticing erotic music, this film offers a lot of magical wonder and a sea-bound splendor that works for this kind of premise. It has that look to it that is cheap but effective, like a charm, if you will. Well, there is one shot that appears on the cover that is quite impressive and beautiful. Other than that, though, the settings are a bit bland. We spend a great deal in the underwater colony's base, and there are some scenes that take place in an underwater cavern, of sorts, that looks like it is mostly made of lime or yellow rock. The cinematography was done by Janaz Kaminsky, who did such a great job that he was let go from the project because his footage didn't match up with the cheap shots in the film. Don't get me wrong, they still used the footage, they just kept Kamisaki's name out of it. Near the beginning of the film, there is a substance that one of the crew, Claire, played by Priscilla Barnes, keeps touching, and it shows her visions of a far-off planet. Earth has been deemed uninhabitable topside in this film, so the substance is a source of seeing beyond the stars. That's right, the creatures in this film are aliens. They resemble a moray eel, just perfectly suitable for a Japanese anime. Bradford Dillman from Piranha 1978 is the captain/leader character in this film, and he is also the villain. His acting is over the top, and it's like he's trying to impersonate William Shatner. It's kind of funny. The acting in this film is hammy. Every performance is either whimsical, to the point of staring dumbstruck at something, or humorous for people who are either good or bad. Roger Corman has a cameo in this film as the head of the company the crew works for. I forgot its name. It also has an overly happy ending, which I found ridiculous. The film was directed by a woman, Mary Ann Fisher, so I don't know if that means anything to the overly joyful nature of the film, but still. The gore, the effects, absolutely no blood. The film is rated PG-13, so yeah. Practical effects are always a plus. The manta alien wraithings are really cool though, and I'm not gonna lie, I wanted one as a pet. The motion picture soundtrack, it's definitely interesting with its synth and keyboard style. Overall, I enjoyed the music. It was a pleasant listen. By the end of this film, failed. Don't get me wrong, it's an enjoyable and well-done film. It's just the message it's trying to convey would have never settled with us as a nation. Don't pollute, or you will end up with aliens who do give a hoot. Still, it's an enjoyable film, so for that reason, and several others, I say, lowbrow I give Lords of the Deep a 3 out of 5. I'm Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and leave comments and subscribe.